Hello, and welcome to Mining Review Africa. Today we are speaking to Mark Baller, Managing Director of Weba Chutes Systems and Weba South Africa, about the value of using OEM chutes. Mark, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Why is it so important to use OEM chutes in a mining operation?
Well, traditionally in a mining operation, the chutes are probably one of the most neglected parts of the process. Yet, if you go and analyze the operations and downtime and unplanned stoppages of the plant, a lot of these are chute related, thereby costing the mine and the client a lot of standing time and loss of production. So OEM chutes, such as the Weba chute, are engineered chutes. Now, chutes are very complex items in that each transfer chute is unique to an application. It is unique because the configuration is different and because the material being handled is not identical to material from other mines. And therefore, local conditions, local material, local operation requirements have to be taken into account. So we at Weba engineer each chute application to suit a specific application at a client. So it is very seldom that we are able to use a design more than once, other than if it is at the same plant and it is on the same line and there are, for argument's sake, multiple screen discharges. So by engineering the chute to suit the mine's specific requirements and the material being handled, we are able to eliminate a lot of the issues that are associated with transfer chutes and reduce the downtime that the client experiences, prolong the lifespan of the chute, and be value adding to the client's operation.
Now, Mark, there are some operations that are choosing to use lookalike or cheaper transfer chutes. What are the dangers that come with using these cheaper options?
Well, the dangers are very much as I outlined. Now, clients or mines look at an engineered chute and feel that the cost is excessive or very high. But if we take the amount of energy and the engineering effort that goes into each transfer, this is obviously quite costly. But by going for a cheaper option, they lose or limit a lot of the benefits that they would get from a fully engineered chute such as the Weba chute. Also, one of the big benefits that Weba brings to the table is that we are a company that is totally specialized in transfer chutes. This makes us fairly unique in the world in that transfer chutes are often a byproduct of somebody else's operations. So therefore they're doing conveyor systems or they're doing screens or equipment and they add the chute on as a secondary item. For us, the chute is what we do. So all our energy is put into it, and we have gained with almost 5,000 installations a lot of experience of what works and what doesn't. There's a lot of theory out there, but the theory is limited by the fact that the operations at the mine is not consistent in that the moisture contents of the material changes, weather conditions change, the ore itself can change. And therefore, if you have designed for a specific set of parameters, as the theory would define it, the chute you've designed may or may not work to the same level as a Weba chute does. But as soon as the material conditions or the material itself starts to fluctuate, you now get changes in performance. So what Weba brings to the table is over 30 years of experience, almost 5,000 installations worldwide in a vast amount of applications, material types and everything, that we bring to the table this experience, which mitigates the risk that the client would have to experiencing unplanned stoppages or loss of production.
Mark, can you tell us why is it advisable to engage with the Weba Chutes specialist in the early stages of plant design?
Well, this is an issue that we have on a consistent basis, and we do have some OEMs and clients that work very close with us, hand in glove. And by engaging Weba early, we reduce or eliminate a lot of the rework that is required if somebody has continued with the design of their plant and neglected to look at the transfer points in the correct manner. Often by the time they get us involved, the configurations that they now exist are not conducive to a good engineered chute. This would mean one of two things. Either at a late stage in the project, we would request and for changes in the configuration, moving of pulleys and equipments, and perhaps increasing or decreasing of transfer height, which is then a waste of resources because so many man hours have already been put in to finalizing structures and conveyors and such like. So by engaging Weba very early in the process, we are able to look and get the ideal configuration. And often what happens is there's not a cost-effective effect from the steel input, but we just need a pulley moved. And it sounds strange, but the difference of 200-300 millimeters in the position of the pulley can have a marked effect on the overall performance of a chute. And this is, by not being able to position and get the configuration right, the client will, for the life of the mine, live with the consequences of a configuration that is not correct. So we at Weba would try and motivate to the best of our ability to get the best configuration, because we know that the long-term effect for the client will be savings that can amount to millions and millions over the lifespan of the mine.
Finally, Mark, can you tell us about some of the services that you offer after a chute has been installed?
Well, at Weba, we sort of offer a superior product in our mind, and we look at the long-term longevity of the chute. So we try and work with the clients from doing after the installment is the inspections, the maintenance of the chute. We also are busy writing an app that will allow clients to do the inspections, feed the information back to Weba, so that we are able to analyze the performance of the chute. We are able to predict the maintenance required. This will help clients to be able to better budget and better schedule and plan their maintenance. So for us, it is a product that the client is buying for a lifetime. Now that might be the chute's lifetime. Unfortunately, we have some clients that don't carry out the maintenance as required, and therefore the chute life is shorter than it should be. And this is where we try and work with the clients to overcome this, and we're looking at ways of making it easy for the clients to interact with Weba so that we are able to assist them through the life cycle of the product, thereby giving them the ultimate benefit. We know our chutes are value adding and very cost effective in the long run. They might be more costly initially, but over the life of the product, the Weba chute offers so many advantages and so many cost savings that we are value adding to the client's operation. And that's what we aim to be. And by being able to keep the chute's condition and therefore its performance in tip-top shape throughout the life cycle of the product, we therefore would maximize the benefits that the clients get.
Mark Baller, Managing Director of Weba Chutes Systems and Weba South Africa. Thank you for joining us on Mining Review Africa today.
Thank you for having me.